I'm gonna have to make me some more coffee. I don't know if I'm live or not. I think I am. Okay. Have a good one. I'll see you in a little bit.
What a little treat. Cookie?
Oh, you do have cookies up there.
Maybe something else to treat.
No. No treats.
One cookie?
Didn't you have donuts in here before?
You want to try a cookie with your coffee?
Ooh, a cookie with the coffee. That sounds delicious.
If it's very good or not.
We're having breakfast for dinner. Breakfast for dinner. You can bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan, and never let you forget you're my man. Are they good?
All right.
Let's have a cookie.
They're very crumbly.
Crumbly cookies are the best. Ooh, I got some people. Hey, Linda.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Eddie. Hey, Michelle. How are ya? Did y'all see the post in the author page about my drywall? I love it. I'm making me some coffee to go with my cookie. What's going on? Hey, Cheryl. How are you guys? Doing good. She's doing good. No, you missed it. Oh, it's okay. I just took a picture of it and put it in over there. Look here. The drywall got delivered. I should have done my live in the house, but I didn't. Actually, I wasn't even going to go live. I was thinking, like, what can I put in my newsletter tomorrow? Because I have a big surprise in the newsletter tomorrow. And I thought, you know what? I got a stray hair. I didn't say you know what. I'm just telling y'all, you know what. Anyways, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go live and tell them my big surprise. Because it's so exciting. So, here's a story for you. I hate surprises. I hate them. I really do. Like Christmas, true story. Oh, my coffee's brewing. In my cat mug. I already had one mug, one cup ago when I was doing my newsletter. So, true story. So, when I was a little girl, I hated looking at Christmas presents under the Christmas tree. I mean, I'm the worst when it comes to surprises. And so, I would unwrap. See that hair? That's like driving me crazy. I can feel it. Oh, there it goes. So, I literally would unwrap every present. But my mom never knew that. So I would unwrap every present and then I would tape it back after I opened it. So it got to the point to where I would be like, ooh, these are my boots, or this is my whatever. And I would open it up and my mom's like, how do you know? I'm like, I can just tell by the box. So probably after a few years of figuring that out, Mom started double taping my Christmas presents. So I hate surprises. But there's another thing, and I just can't sit on things like pre-orders for books drive me crazy because the books are written and they're ready to get into readers' hands, and I'm like, I wish I could just not do pre-orders. But I do pre-orders because I like the hype of getting readers excited and doing all the fun stuff for it in the beginning. But then I'm like, okay, the fun stuff's over. Let's just get to the books. So this week, you guys know that It's Jack-o'-lantern and Justice actually releases Thursday, which is a hoot and a holler. I mean, I cannot wait for y'all to see their costumes. I mean, I don't even know how I cut up with this stuff. When I wrote it, I'm like, oh my gosh, how did you write that? Because it really goes with the story. So I and I didn't mean to write it. So I think it's your subconscious. So when we have our book club, which I don't know when book club is for this book, and I know Karen has scheduled it. I'm just like terrible at scheduling. So anyways, when we have book club, I can let y'all in on the spoiler. Or oh, we've got that spoiler group I open. I don't know if anybody ever goes in there. Y'all should go in there in the spoiler group. So anyways, back to the whole Christmas story. I hate surprises and all that stuff. So literally, I mean, I don't know. I mean, have any of y'all picked up any of the Kenny Lowry first 3 books? Let me know if you've read them. Let me know in the comments. Let's see. Michelle said, oh, Linda said she's happy about my drywall. I know, me too. So the reason why it was so important that the drywall be done is because I have my concrete truck coming up to make. So we're going to have a pad next to the house where we can park for the concrete. And I think I'm like cutting my head off. Not that it matters, whatever. So anyway, the concrete pad, so the concrete truck is going to come up and they're going to lay the concrete. But the drywall truck is so big that they needed to lay the concrete they needed to deliver the drywall before the concrete got laid because it would ruin my concrete. So I contracted out my own concrete company. And so instead of having the builder do it, so I said, listen, you have to have the drywall. Because he's like, oh, the drywall's here. And I'm like, well, good. You have to have it at my house because the concrete people are coming on Wednesday. I might have fibbed a little. Well, they might come on Wednesday. But I told my builder that so he would have my drywall here. So really, the concrete is going to be poured this week. It just might not be Wednesday.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
So I really didn't lie. I didn't fib. I just said Wednesday. Now, I didn't say what time Wednesday. It just might be 24 hours after Wednesday. Or it could be 48 hours after Wednesday. I just know that they're going to do sometime after Wednesday, they're going to be here to pour my concrete slab. But I told my builder, after he said, we have the drywall. Well, bring it. There ain't no reason not to bring the drywall. And I said, can I come get it? Could y'all imagine me driving a big truck full of drywall? So long story short is they delivered the drywall. And it was supposed to be delivered on Friday. So trust me, when it didn't show up on Friday, I stewed over it all weekend long. Oh, look at the steam of my coffee. It's so good. And it's so cold here and I love it. Okay, so back to the story. Have any of y'all read the Kenny Lowry books? Let's see. Michelle had rain. Yay for drywall. Ooh, ooh. Howdy, Kate. Hey, Linda did the same thing with her Christmas presents. I used to unwrap presents and do that too, Rhonda. I would unwrap gifts too. It's terrible. So when I became a mother, I got super, super, super smart. That's Austin. So I became super, super, super smart. He's trying to get his phone unlocked because his new company is giving him a phone. So I guess he's changing phone services. So anyways, he's like wanting something right now. He'll have to wait. So when I had children, I'm like, those little stinkers, they will unwrap their presents. So I double taped from the beginning so they couldn't interrupt the presents. Hey, Catherine Winslow. Yay for B. Hey, Amy. Amy says the costumes are great. Yes, the costumes are great in the upcoming book, Jackets, Jack-o'-lantern, and Justice. Anyways, so that's exciting. That's on Thursday, but that's not why I'm here. I'm not here for that. Michelle said she's read some of the Kenny Lowry series. Yes, I'm listening to one of the Kenny books now. Thanks, Linda. Hello, Jeannie. Cheryl says, I haven't read the Kenny Lowry series yet. You are in such a treat. Amy says, I love the Kenny Lowry series. Hey, it could be Wednesday based on the weather. It totally could be Wednesday. I'll tell you. Hello, Jane. How are you? I love the pictures you're posting of cute little Jenna. And so I always use the cat coaster that you got, Eddie. And you know what he said to me last night? He's like, get off my coaster. Jane sent that to me. He said that. Ah, Jane said, at least I can go back and watch. Go back and watch what? I didn't go live. I started to go live and thought I was on this page. I think I'm in the Cozy Crew, right? I hope I'm in the Cozy Crew. Am I on the Cozy Crew? But anyways, Brenda said not yet. Jane said she's read the first 2. Sissy said, hey girl. Hey sis. That's my cousin. She's taking care of mama during the day because y'all know my sister is there now. Possessive much. Oh my gosh. So anyways, I have to tell you, yeah, he's possessive of his things. So, you know, when readers send him things, he gets all excited about it. I know, I was a coaster stealer. Lauren is reading Fixin' to Die Now. Oh my gosh, Lauren, I hope you love it. So here's the thing. So you guys, I have been so excited that I have control of those books now. I just can't even stand it. So I have been lovingly looking at my copies of the books and just loving on them so much. I don't have a copy of Digging Up Dirt, so I can't put that out, but I have been lovingly just petting on these. And so when I went to all my author friends, like I'm talking big author friends, and I said, okay, so what would you do to relaunch a series? They're like, oh, you put the first 3 out, and then you just kind of put one out every month, and then you get the algorithms of Amazon and all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay. And so I'm like, okay, really great. I'm gonna go ahead and put those out. And I'm going to put out the first 3, like my friends said, because, you know, they are smart and I love my friends and they sell lots of books and they seem to know what they're doing. And I did that last week and everybody loved it. And Fixin' to Die is in 3 bestsellers, which I am just so blessed and so amazed since this book was initially put out in like 2016 or something. But then I was lovingly looking at the other books in the series and thinking, gosh, we have to wait for this one to come out in November and this one in December because it's a Christmas book. And this one's also going to come out in December. And then Digging Up Dirt is going to come out in January. But then the new book, Blowing Up a Storm, is going to come out in March. I can't do it. So they're coming out tomorrow. The next 4 books are coming out tomorrow. And there's pre-orders. I have them up for pre-order, but I went in and I would have done it last week if I wouldn't have not been kicked out of the pre-orders. So when you put stuff up to order or when you publish stuff, the dashboard for the company like lock you out for 5 days. So you can't change anything for 5 days. So I'm putting them out tomorrow. They're coming out at midnight. So if you pre-ordered them, which some people pre-ordered them, so they're expecting them in November, December, January, then you're getting them tomorrow. So let the binge reading begin. And I wanted to read 1 chapter, and we'll read 1 chapter of 6 Feet Under since it's like the 4th book. So let's read the first chapter of 6 Feet Under while we're here. Having coffee with each other, and then we'll do questions. Okay. Y'all ain't gonna believe this, was the first thing Mama said as Finn, Vincent, and I moseyed into Ben's diner. That was something you didn't want to hear out of Mama's mouth at 7 in the morning, or any time for that matter. The clock is wrong, I asked, because I know I'm not seeing you here at 7 a.m. Mama gave me the mom look. She quickly turned her attention to Duke, my fur deputy bloodhound that went practically everywhere with me. She bent down and patted him, letting him give her a few kisses. You're never too old for a whooping, young lady. She looked up and wagged her finger at me. The beating and banging coming from the other side of the diner caught my attention. The construction crew was already at it, and so early. I was going to need at least 4 cups of coffee instead of my usual 2 if Finn and I were going to be eating here. I know why you're here, I motioned between me and Finn, my deputy sheriff and recent boyfriend. Very recent. We're regular morning customers. But why are you here so early? And looking as fresh as a daisy. Mama stood up and brushed her hands together. I looked at her closer and noticed her olive skin was a little too fresh. Her long brown hair was fixed as if she were heading to a party, and her wrinkles, well, were less wrinkly. Maybe it was the beautiful spring morning we were all having. The warm sunlight already beating through the window of the diner projected on her and made her look a little more youthful. There is something going on with you. I pointed my finger and circled around her head. There's something wrong with her face. I turned to Finn. He looked at me with a very amused expression. It was one of those curious looks that made my heart flip-flop every time he wore it. Over the past few months, we had explored a relationship outside of the sheriff's office, and I'd have to say that it's been going slowly but swimmingly. We're happy to see you this morning, Finn said, tapping between us and giving Mom a hug. He was using his new southern charm to do exactly that. Charm my mama. His voice was warm and deep, matching the depths of his eyes. His black hair was neatly combed to the side, and the first time I'd seen him had been when the Kentucky Reserve Unit was called in to help on Doc Walton's murder investigation. I knew I was in trouble when my physical reaction to his presence was nothing like I'd ever experienced before. Now, a year later, he still had that same hold on me. It's refreshing to see your face instead of his, Finn said to Mama, and playfully elbowed Ben Harrison, the owner of Ben Diner, when he walked over to us with a couple of menus tucked up under his arm and 3 cups of coffee. He nodded his head towards Mom, our usual table up front near the window. Finn, Mama, Duke, and I followed him over. 1 for you, he sat a coffee down in front of Finn, and 2 for you. He sat the other 2 in front of me before he handed the menus to us. And something for you. He tugged a doggy bone treat out of his pocket of his jeans and gave it to Duke. New menus? I asked, noticing the stained menus that were normally wedged between the salt and pepper shaker were no longer there. New way of handing out menus? I was trying to tell you before you rudely interrupted. Mom pushed back over to me. I'm sorry, she said to Finn. I raised her better than that. Rude, Finn teased me, his smile making my breath catch. He knew the tension between me and Mama had just started to dissolve in recent months after she'd finally accepted my career choice. I was the sheriff in our town of Cottonwood, Kentucky. I was saying that Frank Von Lee is going to be here today, she bounced on her toes. In a few short hours, she squealed. Really? I asked a little louder than normal. The construction workers were making a bunch of ruckus, banging on new wood beams on the ceiling of the old building. So soon? The diner doesn't even look like it's completed yet. I turned around in my chair and gave the diner a good once-over. Ben Harrison had been working hard over the past few months to get the diner camera ready for the Culinary Channel's new show, Culinary Channel show, Southern Home Cooking, starring the biggest Southern culinary chef that turned food critic, Frank Von Lee. Yes, Mama clapped her hands together. He's staying at the Tattered Covered Books and Inn right next door. They sure don't give you much notice. Glad I spruced up a bit. She pushed her manicured fingers into her hair to give it a little more volume. The diner will look great once they finish getting the beam up today, and with a little elbow grease, Ben noted. This is it, Kenny, Mama beamed. Winning that cooking contest last year and having my pot pie featured in the Cottonwood Chronicle has changed my life. Not to mention, I added your delicious pot pie to our menu, Ben interrupted and pointed to the new menu where it read, Cottonwood Chicken Pot Pie, homemade by Viv Lowry. He called Mama by her nickname, short for Vivian. Mama's lips were pressed tight as she ho-hummed and nodded pride all over her face. That's me. Her shoulders drooped to her ears, her nose curled, her eyes squinted as she smiled. I've gotten so much recognition. She talked to Finn like he didn't know what was going on. And you deserve it, too. He was good at feeding her ego. Do I look good? She craned her neck from side to side. Which is my good side, my left or my right? She rotated some more. There was definitely something going on with Mama's face. Maybe it was a lot of makeup. What? Mama drew back and looked at me. Do I have a booger? No, Mama, I rolled my eyes. Both sides are beautiful, Viv. Finn was full of malarkey. Oh, Finn, Mama giggled and brushed her fingers towards him along with her nose scrunch. She ran her hand over her hair and down her custom-made apron embroidered with her initials. Edna's stopping by to do an exclusive interview with me this morning, and I've got to look my best. Edna Easterly was a Chronicles reporter. Mama's face glowed with pride. She's going to take some photos of me cooking my famous pot pie. She's going to come back tomorrow, too, because that's when Frank is going to be here to try the pot pie. But can you believe he's going to be here in a few short hours? We've been waiting for so long for him. Frank? Since when are you on a first-name basis? I asked, lowering my voice since the hammering had stopped. Ben laughed. It's not guaranteed that I'm going to make it on the show. She let out a deep sigh. There is a diner over in Clay's Ferry, and he's going to later in the week go there. She tossed a loose wave of hair. It's between me and them. She swung her finger back and forth between us. But you and I both know that I'm going to win. She winked. The construction worker had passed by with some wood propped up on his shoulder. I'm sorry about the mess. He should be out of here in an hour. Ben let out a long sigh. I was hoping to get the whole diner remodeled, but we just ran out of time. Ben looked exhausted. He had on his normal baseball cap, turned backwards over his shaggy brown hair. It didn't matter if the president was coming. He wouldn't stray from his normal plaid shirt and jeans look. A whistling woman and a crowing hen never come to a very good end. The faint whisper of a familiar voice breezed past my ear. Duke jumped up and wagged his tail. A whistling woman and a crowing hen never come to a very good end? I repeated in a hushed tone and looked around to see exactly where the familiar voice of the ghost of my papa was coming from. My stomach dropped. The room tilted slightly and I grabbed the edges of the dining room table. Hey there, Kenny Bug! Papa greeted me in a long, low voice, stretching out his greeting. I'm back! Chapter 1. Isn't that fun? So Papa shows up when there's a murder about to happen. So some people don't like paranormal books, but this is a Tanya Kappas paranormal book. They aren't really paranormal books. They just are fun, loving books about fun things. So let's see what else everybody. Okay, so Leslie, let's see, go back. Leslie Lawrence is here. Lauren is reading Fixin' to Die. Jeannie Coaster Seer, I just found you. Daphne has not read them yet. She's reading the Killer Coffee Mystery Series right now, and I hope to finish it by Thursday so I can read the new Camper and Criminals. Daphne, I'm so glad you're reading the Coffee series because 2 new ones are coming out next year. Do y'all want to see a sneak peek of one of the covers? I think it might be coming out fairly quickly next year. I'm just now settling in on my release schedule for 2021 or 2022. Lord, I don't want to have a 2021. So, I will show you one of the covers. Ah! It is so cute. I can't even take it. It is called Barista Bump Off. Look at that cover. Oh my gosh. How cute is that? Look at that little gun and there's Pepper. Barista Bump Off. That is going to be the next one for 2022. I can't hardly stand like the details. Like that is the little bee for the Bean Hive coffee shop. I mean, I just can't stand it. So that's just a little sneak peek. So anyways, but we're not here for that series either. We're here for the Kitty Lowry series. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I mean, I just couldn't wait for it. I had to, and I hope that you guys hearing me read it makes you want to read the series. Even if you don't like paranormal, it's fun paranormal and it's all made up and pretend. So, Michelle, hello, crazy. Oh, Carrie, we are having breakfast for dinner. Brenner, that's what we call it. What did Jeannie? I don't know what you're saying. Timing hammering ends in book, and I start there. Of course we do. She definitely wanted to see the cover reveal for the next Killer Coffee book. Gosh, guys, there is so much excitement happening with next year. I just love it all, and I love our group. Invite your friends here, and I'm going to announce the winners of the weekend giveaway. So hopefully this weekend I can post the giveaway on our group instead of having to do it on my blog. For some reason, Facebook was being all wonky last week, and they wouldn't let me post. So I'm like, I'll just put it on the blog. And then I just kept saying, and without like pictures, or they wouldn't let me post like a giveaway. They wanted me to post like, do like for sale something or other. And I'm like, I'm not selling nothing. I'm giving something. So anyways, guys, the excitement about tomorrow, if you have not pre-ordered the next 4 books in the Kenny series, go do it because they're coming out tomorrow. Surprise! I'm so excited, and I hope you guys enjoyed me reading 6 Feet Under. So if you're reading them, you know, Edna Easterly is the reporter in the books. So I always, you know, the first book, you know, they're all written in my hometown of Nicholasville, except the name's been changed. And like the town branch was really is really there, and that really is like a little creek bed that runs through the middle of the town. My family's home was built there, and since has been torn down and was a parking lot for a car, the only car lot in town. But that was there when I was little, and I remember going by it all the time, and they called it the town branch, and there's some funny stories that I'm going to be able to tell y'all about it. But this is all dedicated to my hometown, and so fond memories. So Edna Easterly is actually after the real editor-in-chief of the Jessamine Journal, which is in Nicholasville, and his name was Ed Easterly. Since has been passed, but still I loved including him in that, and they all knew it in Nicholasville that names were changed. I have another one by the name of Chicken Tudor, and that, you know, y'all, yeah, because they're Chicken Teeter, because Chicken Tooter was a real person in Nicholasville. She was an 80-year-old moonshiner that sold moonshine down by the river out of the back of her car. These are just characters that make it into my book. So this particular book that I was just reading from is really a lot of fun. And Mama is the crazy character in this book, as you have Dottie in the the Camper series, and then you have Loretta in the Killer Coffee series. So I just have so much fun with these books, and I hope you guys do too. And the reason why I went ahead and released these books and didn't listen to my friends is because I just get excited, and it's not about what is going to make me the most money. It's not about what is going to get in the Amazon algorithms. It is literally about the one reader that I can help escape. If you pick up one of my books and you escape, that's it. That is all I need. That is all I need to keep going. That's all I need from you guys. And this video has gone way longer, or this live has gone way longer than I anticipated. But tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up. I'm going to do my normal drive to Dunkin' Donuts, pay for the people behind me, which is what I do every release day. And I'm going to have a celebratory post about that in the morning, celebrating the release of these next 4 books. Just because I know somebody needs to escape and binge read, because it's a lot of fun. You guys, I love you. And also, don't forget, Thursday is another release of Jacket's Jack-O-Lantern and Justice. And also the newsletter comes out tomorrow. So I will see you guys later. I am going to go do some work before I have to leave the Shamper, and I'm going to go cook for my niece some Brenner breakfast for dinner and finish up my coffee. Cheers. I love you all. Oh, and if you're on Instagram, I posted on my stories, ask me a question. So if you want to ask a question, jump over to Instagram and click on my stories, and in the little box, ask a question, and I'll answer it on there tonight. Love y'all. Bye.